Welcome once again to deck reconstruction. This time I'm doing Jaden's elemental hero deck. And I know that some of the cards saying this is not used by Jaden, but this is honestly the closest I'll ever get to a complete deck used by Jaden Yuki in the show, so bear with me considering this is all I have on hand. Now, compared to past two, this is quite a big deck. I'll start off with the extra deck. There's Great Tornado, Gaia, Plasma Vice, Dark War, Divine Wind, Koga, and Chaos. And this time I'm using my phone's adjustable stand and from my desk to use this to leave a hand free. For the actual deck itself, there's Cross Porter called Haunted, Common Soul, Shadow Mist ×2, Paralleled Fusion, Avion, Bastinatrix, Ocean, Neos, Poly, Heat, Super Poly, Voltic, Wild Heart, Great Edge, Neo Bubbleman, Woodsman, Bubbleman, Nickel Shade, Wild Heart, Albus, Mask Change, Miracle Fusion, Exiled Fusion, Max Change, Max Change 2, A Hero Lives, The Emergency Call, Form Change, Better Wind, Hero Mask, Hero Heart, Fake Hero, Hero Signal, Elemental Change of Hero Reflector Ray, Winged Karibo, Crystal Mole, Grand Mole, Volta, Reverse of Neos, Neo Space, Warrior Returning Alive, Emergency Provisions, A Hero Emerges, Part of Duality, Part of Avarice, Card Trooper, L Oversoul, R Righteous Justice, H Heated Heart, Hero Soul 2, Hero Blast, and Pathfinder. And I'll admit, probably a little bit over the 60 card limit, not counting the extra deck. So bear with me while I try to pretty much get it reorganized again. Now, as you can tell, most of the cards are brand new, but some are quite old. Old. Especially Fake Hero, because I pretty much had for years that where the edges is discard it from the side that's pretty much noticeable. I will say this though, the deck itself is usually good, but I just don't have the time to get used to all of it, considering back when I was watching GX as a kid. Since the show itself is pretty much a year younger than I am, and this is definitely not what I expected it for the game to get so big war-wise. But yeah, there's not really much combos I can use with this, considering it's pure hero. And I pretty much just try and run And for plasma fights, I switched out Sparkman for the Vortex Sealed Fusion because I don't have a Sparkman anymore. Or that's what happens when you move a couple of times. Some things just get lost, and you want to be able to get them back. So yeah, not much praise I can do, and some of the trap cards has become useless. But just there for completion's sake. Like, which is also why I got Neo Bubbleman in there, because it's pretty much fusion fodder. If I manage to pull Poly or Super Poly, if needed. So yeah, after this, I'm pretty much gonna be putting the deck away because I only wanted to show it off. But yeah, standard hero combos was for pure hero, mainly involving Shadow Mist. Hence why I have 2 in there. Yeah, so it's going to be a while before I actually try and use this competitively, because I honestly have no idea just how I can effectively get the deck to work. Like, I'm gonna have to check its deck command and back, because usually you can find some combos and how to properly use the deck like it came from, considering in some of the cards I've already owned Elemental Hero wise, I just picked up the pretty much the structure deck, like, to pretty much make use of Contrast Hero Chaos. That's because the card itself reminded me heavily of Kamen Rider, a series I like since middle school. Well, specifically, this card reminds me of Kamen Rider Double Fang Joker form, just reversed sides. It honestly does look like a Kamen Rider, but that's just as the surprising opinion and the influence of why I picked the deck. Like, honestly, he's saying and I should probably be trying to count how many cards are in here and not counting the extra deck. I try and cut them down. So oh, well, that's a surprise. It turns out I'm slightly wrong about it being over 60 cards. It's actually 54. Or my bad. It mean if I want to do a full 60 card deck, like, I actually have that option considering how many copies of Neos I have. But I'm so not so including this extra deck, which is pretty much a fusion deck. deck which has 7 cards. The deck total is, let's see, 54 plus 7. That'd be 61. And seeing as the extra deck is not usually counted towards the main deck. So yeah. Sorry I can't show you the combos. I pretty much don't have any idea of how I can usually do so. Oh. And hopefully the audio isn't so bad considering I'm still using my phone for this, because decided to record with my phone because I have no idea how to record video on my computer beforehand, because I'm recording this is usually the same day and I just posted the video the previous episode just so I have to have it ready in so hopefully that's a bit better, and hope you like the change from just my blanket into my bed to my to two of my two of my playmats, because honestly I have to put them on my bed because my desk is not that big. So yeah, that's about it for this episode. Next week I'll be doing well, I'll have to check it and see if I can do Asta or Zane, and because well, I do not have enough for Cyrus, or Chumley, so and also probably Dr. Crow for the GX era. So later, guys.